Lady V, can we have the winner, please?
And the winner for Best Comedy Newcomer is Johnny Vegas.
There's no doubt about this. Johnny's one of the most talked about comedians on TV right now. He's star of Happiness, like you saw, and those excellent ads for ITV Digital. He has one of the most distinctive stand-up performances you will see anywhere.
Cheers, fella. Yeah. I won't heckle you, boss. I've got a lot to get through. I wanna thank loads of people, but I just keep thinking it's all down to me and hard work. I'd like to thank my agent, but I'm not sure who it is yet. Treat me right. No, I'd like to thank Jeff and Rosemary. Jeffrey and Rosemary. Declan for putting up with the fact that I can't learn my lines. All the cast for just being really supportive, because I was the only one that wasn't trained and had to do it method. Paul and Dave for writing it and writing something that wasn't a great stretch to do. Clumsy drunk. Most of all, I don't know, I'd like to thank, I know it's dead corny, but my mum and dad, who can't be watching tonight because they're at bingo. But they've supported us, well, they haven't, actually. They just said, get a job or get out, you embarrass us. All the other kids are thin, you're not. Smoke through the pregnancy, but to no avail. I should have stopped at 3. Anyway, and really, to everyone out there who's looking, this is for St Helens, which still, I know I harp on about it on telly, but that's a week especially, but it's the best place to come from, and they're the best people, and they've always backed us up, even when they've been twatting us. Saints Rugby League, fantastic. We'll be back next year. And I'd like to thank everyone who drinks in the Brown Edge, the Springy. Good luck to Nye, who's just took over the Vine. The Verdict Band, Nexus for letting us in for now. There's loads more. There's this bistro place. It started out as a bistro, but then...
The entertainment personality is next. It's been a year of intense transfer activity concerning what TV happily calls talent. Lily Savage went to ITV from the BBC. Des Lynam went to ITV from the BBC. Frank Skinner went to ITV from the BBC. All that's left in the posh canteen at the White City is me, Professor Heinz Wolff, Tony Gubber and the voice of the Bulls, Alan Dedico. To present the award, Steps. But before they come on stage, I'd just like to clear up the question of which one's Faye. If you ask me, it's both of the Blakes. Please welcome the mighty Steps. You look lovely. Hey, how you doing? Whoa, there you go.
I'm going to take over.
Well, thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Now, I'm right in thinking you're just, like, huge. You're like a big, big band all over the world now, aren't you?
We're not doing badly.
OK, well, congratulations on that. Now, I was going to do the showbiz thing of pretending to be a big fan, but let's face it, I started shaving before any of you were born. So you're not for me and I'm not for you. So let's get to the nomination.
OK, right. The nominations for Best Comedy Entertainment Personality are Graham Norton.
Paul Merton. And Michael Barrymore.
Let's remind ourselves of how they all do their business.
Any continental food at this canteen you used to work at?
No.
Nothing?
No.
No Italian food?
No. Just plain English food.
No spaghetti bolognese?
Oh, yes, we had a bit of that. Well, there's been been going years, hasn't it?
I mean, it's been going years. I said, do you serve any continental food? You said, no, none of that at all. I said, any Italian and stuff like...
Well,
no.
Spaghetti bolognese is English.
The next item, Spike, is rather unusual. You spent 6 years, along with many other people, fighting in the war against Adolf Hitler, fighting for all our freedom, and the individual hate figure that you have chosen is Chris Evans. A man, perhaps, who shouldn't wear red.
So what was the lie your family told you?
My mum told me that my dad was Steve McQueen.
And when did this deception become apparent to you?
When I was about 15 or something.
No! So you sat and watched films on television and thought, there's Dad.
Yeah, my sister thought so as well, yeah.
Paul Merton.
Off his chair if you like. Stalwart, have I got news for you? Host of Room 101, Hancock fan and top television comedy personality back in 1992.
Well, you can obviously understand my thrill at winning this award, considering I wasn't even nominated. To make a speech, I'm glad that Comedy Wavelength has been a success. I've had this card for quite some time, and I hope that it gets a second series. I'm glad that at last I'm a personality, something to look forward to. It's very poignant that I should win tonight. It's 10 years ago to the very day that my great-grandmother... It's bizarre, really. It's a bizarre coincidence. According to the death certificate, she died at exactly 10:27 a.m. and the grandfather clock in her country cottage stopped at exactly 10:27 a.m. It fell on top of her. What do you mean, get off? I'd like to finish... I'd like to thank everybody who worked on Room 101, and particularly the guests, Michael Parkinson, for coming on so soon, Nick Hancock for coming on, who then realised 5 minutes in he wanted it back, but he couldn't have it. And also I have good news for you for working with two of the finest straight men in the business, whose names permanently escape me. I'd like to thank also, finally, Sarah Parkinson, the delightful, beautiful Sarah Parkinson, daughter of TV's Robin Parkinson, Mr John Irwin, Mandy Ward. It's been a very good night. Thank you very much indeed. Good night.
Congratulations. It's a comedy game show. Comedy and game shows make uneasy bedfellas like Gary Glitter and voters. But it's amazing how easy it is to come up with a spontaneous gag with the help of 4 writers, 9 researchers and 2 hours' notice of the questions. To present the award, please welcome the newsreader they're already calling the new Trevor McDonald, Kirsty Young. Hello to you. Thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
You've moved over to ITN from Channel 5 now, haven't you? Is that right?
Just about. I started in January, yeah.
When you were doing Channel 5, of course, you were kind of famous on the toys for doing the news standing up.
Yeah.
Now, were you always standing, or were there some stories in which you rested both buttocks down, some stories only the one buttock, others you hovered just above the desk?
I never hovered, but if it was a serious story, it was 1 buttock. If it was slightly humorous, with a bit of an eyelid lift, it was 2 buttocks.
You know, I could stand here and talk about your buttocks all evening, Kirsty. And in an alternate reality, maybe I am. But now, if we can have the nominations, please.
OK, the nominations for Best Comedy Game Show are Never Mind the Buzzcocks, Have I Got News for You, and Families at War.
Here we go. Let's remind ourselves of those great shows.
Go faster! It's only 1 heartbeat away. 7.2. When I need you. What do you got? Steve McQueen, yeah! He's going.
As you may have heard, the BBC has issued a ban on mentioning certain aspects of Peter Mandelson's life. We, however, refuse to submit to any form of censorship and will continue for a meal in Clapham.
Am I to believe that Chemical Brothers may have some association with the drug world?
Possibly.
I'll look into it. Let's be honest, it's nothing to do with the pharmacy they run, is it? It's not like Grace Brothers.
He's reverted to his era, hasn't he?
Are you being sorted? Kirsty, the winner, please.
The winner is Have I Got News for You?
Well, the team's all here, just minus Ian Hislop. There's the host of the show, Angus Deaton, of course. Best new television comedy back in '91, and they picked up a further one in '92.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's generally regarded as received wisdom that a sitcom comes into its own around the second or third series. Obviously, with quiz shows, you need to be going for 17 or 18 before it gets any good. So thank you very much. This is an award, obviously, for all the team, most of whom are here, all the researchers, the series producers, the executive producers, the associate producers, and any other producers that know me. I'd just like to say thank you to all of them for all of the work that they've done over the years. Paul, do you have anything to add?
Yes, it was tremendously exciting. When I auditioned for the role of working-class panellist, I had no idea that I would actually receive that award. I would like to also mention Ian Hislop, who is, like myself, a fellow actor. He's actually working class and a Pakistani, so he does tremendously well. So thank you very much for this lovely award. Thank you.
And the winner is... The nominations for Best Comedy Entertainment Personality are... Anton Deck, Jonathan Ross, and Paul O'Grady. Now, who do you reckon's got it? Wheel it out! No, I won't. I'm going off now. You've been rude.
No, please don't. Please read it out.
These glasses don't work. Paul, come here and get some help. Paul O'Grady!
Now, Mr. O'Grady here has had a few jobs before this one. He was a civil servant. He worked in the office at an abattoir. He's been a woodsman, a social worker, and even, it is claimed, a cleaner. His current afternoon show beats all its rivals in its time slot, and he is a star.
That was all right.
Right, wasn't it?
Yes. Look, we're all under one flag here.
Well, who wants the nodding buster?
I would love a nodding buster.
OK, they're 300 quid on eBay.
Well, what's the tooth going to go for?
I'll have that, yeah, go on.
That's
Mine's
yours.
fell out this
Stop
morning.
with it.
Do you know, I wish somebody'd warned me we weren't getting fed tonight, because all I've had is cheese on toast, and I've wired my way through 3 frigging bags of popcorn there, Niasis. I'm honest to God. Who organised this?
Michael Hull.
Putting a gang of schizos in a room, giving them booze that's the equivalent of pickling vinegar. With sod all to eat. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not coming in tomorrow night, you've had that. Never do over like the Exorcist. But no, seriously, is this it?
That's it. That's it.
Is it?
It's not your first, is it, Paul?
Well, I got one for when I did Lily, but it was oiked off me by the producers and I never saw it again. Pair of shits. So here's me revenge. To tell you the truth, Jonathan, I thought those 2 little bastards would have got it, but no, because you get everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. And commiserations, Jonathan.
Well,
Okay. I know, I'm honoured to be in this stable. Oh, such shite I talk, but there you go. But I deserve this, because I work hard, I'm telling you. 5 nights a week. 5 nights a week. Banging it out. Banging it out. So, I'm not crawling on me belly like a reptile and saying thank you, because I friggin' deserve this. I tell you what I put up with. I get tattooed by kids, covered in jelly, hosed down. I have to interview gobshites. You've no idea. But however, I would like to say that I absolutely love doing it, seriously. I do. And I like doing the show as well. And I like all the people I work with. So I'd like to thank all the crew, because they're smashing. I'd like to thank everybody in wardrobe, makeup. I'm going to be here a long night now, Jonathan. Sue Andrews, our producer. Oh, shut up. Don't start winding me up, you. I'd like to thank Alan, our floor manager. Yes. Who suffers, believe you me, and is now on Valium. John and Sue, our producers. James, who looks after me, who's now a heroin addict. Who else? Buster, of course, and Olga. Oh, and how can I forget Bert? Yes, Bert. And just to say, really, I'm really chuffed. No, seriously, I am. I'm specially presented by you.
All right?
That's fab. And why aren't you on the show? Who debooked you?
Probably him.
Yeah. You know what it is, John?
Fascinating, though, your booking policy is.
It's him what did it.
Good night.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
There you go. The new Anton Deck, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight, though, Anne, please, will you tell us who that is?
And the winner is... It's the one you wanted. It's The Office.
Now, this fly-on-the-wall comedy about the trials of workers at a paper merchants in Slough is definitely one of the year's smash hits. It tells all the truth about office politics and the 9-to-5 life. The good news, I can tell you, is a new series is in the works right now. We're going to see more of these people.
Well done. Absolutely tremendous.
Against all the odds.
You've done it, mate.
I'm full.
Right.
Well done, job ace. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for this. To the British Comedy Awards, you've done a wonderful thing. Not for me, but look at his little face. Yeah? Yeah? We can't help that. But we still need more money. OK? We do. It's a very low budget thing. He was the runner. No, he was the... That's Ash, the producer. He wanted me to tell you that, so you didn't think he'd won a competition. He said that. He said that. That's not me. But seriously, thank you. You're right. On behalf of myself and Steve... If it had been earlier, I would have been pissed, all right? On behalf of myself and Steve Merchant, who wrote and directed this with me, thank you to Ash Atara, the producer. Thanks to Anil Gupta, very hands-on exec producer, John Plowman, the cast, the amazing cast, fantastic. And the crew. If anyone in particular, it'd be Andy Hollis, the DOP, who was really like a third director. Thanks very much.
The tension in the room is unbelievable. It's still anyone's game. Put us out of our misery. Who's won?
Cathy Burke.
Yeah.
Now, Cathy Burke got the taste for acting at the famous Anne Sher Stage School in London. Her first big film break came at the age of 17. On TV, though, she's best known for comedy in shows like Ab Bab and Harry Enfield and Chums. Tonight, she's nominated for the part of Linda Hughes in BBC comedy Gimme, 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 an overweight, loudmouth lady who believes that she is gorgeous and irresistible.
Leslie hasn't got a clue who I am, but it don't matter. Oh, this is nice. It's about fucking time, isn't it? You know what I mean? How long is it? My God. Martin. Love Martin Freeman. Love Martin. Thank you very much. I'm really chuffed. It's well, fuck all, gimme, gimme. Everyone hates it. Apart from the public, I had a cab driver today who said, my wife's just like that character, Pauline. I say to her, you're just like her, and he said she takes it as a compliment. I think we've all got to, you know, leave the grouch home and just sit at home and watch telly like normal people, and then you'll appreciate it. Thank you so much. Many thanks mainly to James Dreyfus, who got a right slag off from the gay press for doing Gimme Gimme, and fuck 'em. And, I love my James. I love Jonathan Harvey. Jonathan Harvey's a brilliant writer. I just love him. And I love Tiger Aspect for letting us do it, even though they were a little bit nervous. But, you know, pantomime on the telly, it can work. We're doing a live show, hopefully, within the next 18 months, and nobody will come, but we'll have a laugh. Don't give a shit about any of you. Thank you so much. Brilliant.
You got that one.